Make way for Katt.
As a Star Fox fan who grew up in the GameCube generation, Crystal was always the first lady of the series. Then, as my love for the franchise met the internet, I fell headlong into the Star Fox community. Discovering Miyu and Faye and the cancelled Star Fox 2 rocked my world. Eventually, I was introduced to Star Fox 64 through Super Smash Bros. Brawl's masterpieces, but I couldn't play farther than... Alright, I get it! First playthrough, pure bliss. However, was I going to be stuck on this side of the Lilat system forever? You have to understand, I didn't even know there were alternate routes. I thought maybe beating the game would unlock extra levels. Yeah, I was beating my head against the wall for a while. It was actually this video that blew everything open for me.
Are you gonna hug all the fun?
Yes, that ain't Crystal. It became my mission to find this character in game. Accidentally discovering the new paths led to many trial and error runs to get to Venom 2. Finding Bill Gray along the way was fun, but when I heard that enchanting chime...
We're closing in on them, Falco.
Katt Monroe has always flown under the radar in the world of Star Fox. Debuting in a borderline secret level endeared her to me. But the kicker was learning that she was connected to my goat Falco. They were a gang of self-described space hot rodders. Like, it doesn't get cooler than that, I'm flipping. But who is she really? What does her design tell us about her character? Let's talk about it, because Katt Monroe is a whole mess of tropes.
Is that any way to greet a girl?
Katt steals the scene in Zone S. Smart design decision to put the bright pink ship in the darkest looking level. Her take on all comers and flirtatious personality made her in this level instantly iconic, perfectly balancing the serious and treacherous nature of Zone S with some much needed levity. The Nintendo Power Star Fox 64 guide shines a light on Katt's role in the Lilat Wars. She's a top-class pilot whose skills have earned her a begrudging respect from the Cornerian Defense Force. Katt was ambushed by Venomian forces, losing her ship in the scuffle. In fabulous retaliation, Katt stole and modified one of Andross's Invader-class fighters, and lo, the Cat's Paw was born. Now she's on a revenge mission, out to cause maximum damage to Andross, which happens to align with Star Fox's goals. Katt Monroe thrives in the middle of the action. Throwing this type of character in the space opera setting, it's like the secret ingredient. That's the Star Fox sauce, I'm talking about it. Well, she speaks and appears like a sophisticated socialite, walking the walk and talking the talk in all the Cornerian hotspots. Be sure that Katt also has a dark criminal history. She was an integral member of a team of galactic hot rodders. Oh yeah, we'll get back to that. These two sides of her come together to create a smart-talking femme fatale, rounding out the classic cast of Star Fox characters. I always love the energy she brings to any mission she drops in on, and how casually she teases the Star Fox team, especially Falco, while battling Andross's forces.
Starting without me? Boy,
I just realized who she sounds like.
Oh, just to... get things straight. You and Carrie are just friends now, right? You're available?
Yes, ma'am.
Speaking of Falco, you'll notice a new side of him perk up every time this feline of the night drops by. Caught off guard by her remarks, his usual bluster turns to nervous angst. So not only does she flesh out her own character, her presence rounds out Falco's traits, bringing pathos to the usually closed-off ace pilot. Pathos? Man, Katt's just got such a fun energy to her. You'll never know what she'll do next, like... Anyway, she was tied to the best pilot on the team, so this banter between them seemed to set up a big future for her character. On the GameCube, however, Katt was nowhere to be seen. But if you're not reading the comics, you're only getting half the story.
You're pretty good, Tiger.
I will never say farewell to my beloved Falco. Snugly placed between Star Fox 64 and Adventures, Farewell Beloved Falco explains why he left the team and shines a light on Katt Monroe and their history together. It also sheds a light on the evils of the Cornerian military and some strange Andross revival thing, but that is for another day. Let's do a quick rundown. Falco and Fox got the link cables out when Katt calls in asking for help. Falco heads her way without hesitation, while Peppy judges her dubious past. To his surprise, Fox gets in his R-Wing and follows Falco to Titania. Okay, why is this so sick? Katt's moving and blasting Garros from Star Fox 64, and our beloved Falco swoops in for the save. Also, he hits her with the, "It's been a while." As Fox and team speak with Corneria and Captain Shears, oh yeah, you're definitely not evil. Katt warns Falco that Shears is fixing to build some bioweapon based off of Andross's research. Falco offers to help as Katt reminisces about their glory days. She also checks his relationship status and one-ups him by saying she's got someone special in her life. Falco looks caught off guard but laughs it off in a missed my chance, all good way. Now, at the same time, Shears is doing the whole, no, I'm not working for Andross, they are. Like, come on, dude, be so real. We're taken inside the River Pig to meet the rest of Katt's crew. A robot guy, a rat guy, a gator guy, and a cool guy. Led astray by Shears, Star Fox and the Hot Rodders engage in battle, and to Fox's shock, Falco starts blasting. Falco flies off with damage after the dogfight, and Peppy is, oh my god, chill, dude. Katt calls Fox and lays into him for even thinking they could be associated with Andross. Star Fox and the Hot Rodders band together to take down Shears, although Katt remarks she'd rather cough up a hairball than work with Fox. Katt, Cool, and the crew are having their rematch with Gorus, as Slippy and Fox confront Shears. Even when her team wants to give up, Katt says they are not abandoning Star Fox. As the Gator wishes for Falco's support, Katt is reminded with their final conversation from their time as free as a bird. Falco tells Katt that he can't always be there to back her up, says that he can't pretend to be her quote-unquote lovebird, and she doesn't need him anymore. She can handle herself. Katt, resolved, tells her team she's going it alone from here. Her moment of bravery is slightly undercut by Falco swooping in to save her again, but come on, it's pretty cool. Falco destroys Gorus from the inside, and Cool pulls Katt out of the way of its falling skeleton, as they share a tender moment. Even though Falco saved her and Cool saved her too, the fact that Katt made her own choice to stand and fight shows her growth. As Falco begins his loner era, he tells Fox to share some parting words with Katt. All Falco wants is for her and Cool to live a peaceful, honest life. Katt thanks Falco as his R-Wing leaves Titania's atmosphere. What I take from Farewell Beloved Falco is that Katt's admiration for him took her through a series of ups and downs, fighting the fight against Andross while also leading a life of crime. It is strange that the comic depicts Katt as needing Falco's words of approval to stand on her own, because she was already doing tons of that in the Lilat Wars, like she's clearly more than capable. While I see that there was affection between them, I read it as Falco knowing he could never commit to her. He has to be free as a bird. And this bird you cannot change. Honestly, when I'm reading that part of the comic, when like Falco swoops back in like he's alive, I hear that Freebird guitar song. Like it gives me chills just talking about it now. Seriously, put on that song and go read Farewell Beloved Falco. It's crazy. Now, Katt will live an honest life. Let's just assume that's what she's doing during the GameCube era. However, Star Fox Command moved the story forward into the Angler Blitz, and Katt was ready to fight once, but wait, who is that?
Okay, tell me who this is. That's Katt Monroe from Star Fox.
Great, all right. Okay, who's this?
That can't also be Katt.
Okay,
from
who's
Star Fox.
this?
That's a human.
Okay,
That's
who's
a
this?
human being. That who put her here?
You trying to damage my pretty face?
Yeah, so this is Katt now. Moving on. Anyone who's played Star Fox Command knows that it's pretty wacky. Characters appear and disappear, paths converge and diverge, and there's melodrama abound. While Falco battles the anglers in the asteroid belt, Katt drops in to save him. I love it. After they clear the belt of anglers, Falco, in his flop era, insists he had the whole thing handled without her. Katt tells Falco she's never helping him again and takes off in the cat's paw too. Honestly, you tell him, Katt. Like, she's going out of her way. She's not getting paid for this. Like, leave his ass. Can I say that? Falco, you gotta process whatever you're going through, man. This ain't you. Katt comes back in anyway. She knows that even if Falco is being a prideful pheasant, he's doomed if she doesn't strut her stuff. After they put Pigma down, Falco realizes he missed the entire Angler Blitz. Slippy's like, I'm getting married, and Fox is like, it's cool, Falco, we didn't even need you. Now Falco, who was unappreciative to Katt, wasn't there for his teammates, and got left out of all the action and the glory, is at his lowest. And then, Katt Monroe, who had been done so dirty by Falco, calls him to action to create a brand new team to rival even Star Fox. As hype as Star Falco is, it is outdone by my favorite Star Fox Command ending. The one I feel like respects the series canon the most, doesn't get talked about nearly enough, and of course Katt Monroe is involved. Crystal, Amanda, Slippy's fiance, Lucy, Peppy's daughter, and Katt combine forces to save Corneria from the anglers, while the OG Star Fox squad combat the anglers with General Peppy back in an R-Wing. As the 4 female pilots take back Corneria City, they have a lovely camaraderie moment, which I really appreciate because these are characters we don't get to see all the time. Hearing them talk and interact, like, these are special moments. In the sweetest move ever, they all decide to prepare a big feast for when the Star Fox team arrives. They all share drinks and recounting tales of their glory days. It's very nice. Peppy and Lucy connect about their wife/mom, Vivian Hare, and Fox and Crystal finally reconcile. Crystal really is the best ending in command. Like, no crazy G-Zero or Star Wolf drama. Just a respectful take on the emotional through line of these characters. It also doesn't just spoil everything that's going to happen years on. So it really could have been the jumping off point to another game. Then the series went dormant again. While Katt was refreshed in 2011 Star Fox 64 3D, in any new capacity, she had been missing for a decade.
Hold up, we've got incoming.
Are you gonna hog all the fun? Mess with me and you'll get scratched.
Okay, Zero was lackluster for character progression, sure. For the main cast, we got so much Katt, Bill, and Starwolf, we were spoiled by the side characters, while I just wanted some new dialogue for Peppy.
Use your motion control.
No, not like that. Katt's all over this game. She flirts with Fox as you rescue her on a gyro wing mission. Remember the gyro wing? And she provides backup in the newly refreshed Fortuna. Also, she makes that dramatic entrance in the insane fan service mission that is Sector Beta. I feel like the developers had to work in these very tight restrictions about not straying out of the Lylat Wars storyline. So they really made an effort to use these characters as much as they could. However, you all know what happened next. For the second time in a row, Katt went missing for a decade. Until spring of 2026, when the Star Fox franchise made a dramatic comeback.
I'll target the lights on the left. You guys go right.
Why do they feel the need to change this character's look basically every time she appears? This should be the ultimate girl group, not all the same person. Also, I know this design is controversial, but so is the art style shift in general. And I find it very internet that people are zoning in on the one female character in the game who appears in 3 levels max because she's not some cute pink cat anymore. I like that this grisly look honors her galactic gang past, and with the brief glimpse we have of her, I think it's a little ridiculous to get so catty. Nice. I mean, you're really all that bothered that her look went from this to this? That's certainly a change in voice direction, though. And I hope that an appearance change doesn't necessitate any sort of personality change. That would be sending the wrong message. I wonder if her personality will skew more towards command, where she's headlong into the action and less flirtatious. We won't know for sure until we hear her give Falco the business. All that to say, I still need to hear "Little Man" and "Boys, I'm crushed." We have one line and a 15 frames per second clip to go off of. Time will tell if this old cat has some new tricks. Frankly, the more people talking about Katt Monroe, the better. All this discourse may just catapult her into Smash. As an assist trophy. Okay, fine, a regular trophy. And even if these cats are total opposites, you know what they say.
2 steps forward,
I take 2 steps back,
we come together.
'cause I'm dressed like a cat.
You know, it ain't fiction.
Just a natural fact,
We come together.
'cause I'm dressed like a cat.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I also want to give a brief shout out to John Raridan from the Nintendo World Report, who helped with some fact checking in this episode. Thank you, John. This video was a lot of fun. I love talking about Katt. I feel like no one talks about her. And then since the new game was revealed, everybody's talking about her in a redesign. So I had to jump on this. I absolutely had a blast editing this. I bet you could probably tell. But I love talking about obscure Star Fox stuff. So if you have any characters that you'd like me to cover in a video like this, please drop them down in the comments below. If you like the video, please give it a like, hype it up, and subscribe so you don't miss Star Fox Summer. Never give up. Trust your instincts.